Guy here. So I want to talk about the activist from Pennsylvania who pissed on the American flag. A lot of you are probably pissed off about that. All I can say is it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. At least you're not the flag itself. It could be worse. People all across the world see the American flag as a flag of the enemy. That's because we have made ourselves the enemy to many different countries. A lot of people see that flag representing war and corruption and death. And Emily was trying to make a statement about that. Maybe it was a good statement, maybe it wasn't. I mean, that's for you to decide. I'm not going to tell you what to think, and I'm not going to tell you that she was right or she was wrong. I mean, you can agree or disagree, and that's completely fine. You don't have to agree with her at all. But making death threats is crazy. I've heard some people say they want to slit her throat and murder her entire family. This is sick. I mean, the craziest part is that most of these crazy people who are saying this, most of these people are afraid of Islamics and say that the reason they're afraid of them is because they will threaten to kill your entire family because you show a picture of Muhammad, which is a sacred image to them. Whether you agree with that or not, I mean, these people that are lashing out at Emily are the same people that are saying Islamics are terrible because they will kill your family for disrespecting an image of Muhammad or showing an image of Muhammad. If you can't see the hypocrisy there, I mean, so all these people, the same people that are saying that, are saying that they want to kill Emily and her entire family because she disrespected a symbol that they believe to be sacred. I mean, first of all, it's debatable whether the symbol is sacred or not. A lot of people, like I said before, have come to realize that the flag represents corruption and represents the American government, not the American people. That's something you could debate all day. And if you disagree, I respect your opinion. I feel that the flag used to represent the people. Now it's come to represent the government. Everything wrong with the country, sadly. Like I said, whether or not you agree with that is your own choice, and that's fine. But to make threats against someone's life and their family is no different from the Islamic people that a lot of these people are claiming that they hate or are scared of or want to bomb. One of these crazy people who, let me pull this up. There was this guy earlier today who I had made a post about how desecrating a flag is civil disobedience, which used to actually exist in this country. This guy said he was a ex-Marine and started going crazy. He made this statement and a bunch of others. Don't say racist nationalist like it's a bad thing. White is right. So this guy is openly racist. And this does not represent all Marines or all troops, obviously. But, this is some of the people that are fighting for our country, supposedly, and patting themselves on the back, saying that, they're the reason that we can be free and whatnot, but they're openly racist. And not only that, this guy actually said that he enjoyed killing people because he got paid for it and it was fun, and he didn't consider them humans. I talked to him about killing women and children, and he said, well, they shouldn't have gotten in the way, and I don't consider them humans anyway. So, I mean, if you really think about that, I mean, these are the people these are the same people that are threatening Emily's life. They don't care about human life as long as it's American. They're cool with it, Not only that, there's plenty of images on the internet everywhere, like this flag in a toilet, flag toilet paper. I mean, obviously that's not as offensive as a girl actively peeing on a flag, but I mean, what is implied there? You look at flag toilet paper. I mean, what is that saying? You know, what is a flag in a urinal? You're pissing on the flag. I mean, these are all messages saying the same thing, and there are plenty more offensive ones than that too. I mean, obviously, the attention grabber is the girl pissing on the flag, which was, you know, maybe it was an unwise stunt to film that video, but I mean, regardless of that, I'm just saying no one deserves death threats. No one deserves their family to be threatened. And it's all these crazy people, these flag worshippers and statists, these psychopaths that are threatening her. These people that have said, oh, well, I served our country and I killed a bunch of women and children and I don't care because I don't consider them people. I've seen a lot of comments by a lot of people that are obviously disturbed. And I mean, if you want to be governed, that's your own choice. But some of us don't. Some of us don't salute a flag. Some of us can't be statists by nature. We think for ourselves. I mean, obviously the people who are taking orders are not going to think for themselves. This guy said that he killed women and children, but it was okay because he was following orders. Like, well, yeah, I can see why you'd be a flag worshiper then. You're not going to think for yourself enough to be anything different. These are a couple things I read on the subject on the internet. Flag desecration may be undertaken for a variety of reasons. It may be a protest against a country's foreign policy or the nature of the government in power there. It may be a protest against nationalism, war, or the very laws prohibiting the act of desecrating a flag. There's a list of all the countries in which it is a crime to desecrate the flag. Our democracy is strong because we tolerate all peaceful forms of expression, no matter how uncomfortable they make us feel or how much we disagree. The U.S. Supreme Court has affirmed and reaffirmed that the right to desecrate the flag is included in the Constitution's protection of speech. Flag burning and desecration is offensive precisely because it's political. A lot of these people that are against it say, if you don't like it, get out of the country. The whole point is that we live in a country where if we are upset about the way the government is acting, we can protest peacefully. And flag desecration, whether you agree with it or not, is a form of peaceful protest. You don't have to agree with it, but at least we live in a country where you can speak freely about such things. In other countries, there are many countries that have a 5 to 10 year possible jail sentence, and some even worse than that. Some countries you might just be killed for desecrating the flag.
Can we agree that there's constitutional law that burning the flag, as much as we might hate it, is defended First Amendment speech?
Chris, I mean, the flag burning is completely ridiculous, and I think you know that, and I think the vast majority of Americans would agree.
But legal. But legal.
But Chris, it's completely ridiculous.
I'm not saying I like it, but that's a big part of the First Amendment in this country, is that you got to respect people's ability to say what you don't like to hear. The president just said burning the flag should be illegal. And it is a protected constitutional right. Can we agree on that?
No, we completely disagree that this issue.
You don't think that the Constitution has been defended by the Supreme Court in 1969 as validating burning the flag as free speech?
Chris, absolutely should be illegal. But again, we know why we're here this morning. We're going to talk about transition team. We're going to talk about what this government is going to do for the American people.
But it is constitutional. You do know that. The president knows that. More importantly, the president-elect knows that, right? That there's constitutional law on it?
It should be illegal, Chris.
All right. When things have been vetted by the Supreme Court and it's seen as constitutional, you got to respect that. You know, you have to respect that. Should it be illegal? That's a political question. But if you pass a law that contradicts the supreme law of the land, it is seen as unconstitutional. I'm just saying what's legal may not be likable, okay?
Chris, I very much respect your opinion. I think we see...
Not an opinion, it's the law.
You're not actually diving in and advocating and defending flag burning.
You have to
Chris,
defend what is legal in this country under the Constitution. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that it's not legal. It's not right for somebody. What do you want this country to be? Only what you like?
Chris.
Only what President-elect Trump likes? That's what's now okay behavior in America? Bad day for a lot of people.
Chris, flag burning should be illegal. End of story. End of story. End of story. End of story. Flag burning should be illegal. End of story.